Hello!
And welcome to
the Cruise Review of Bob and Enya.
Yes.
Transatlantic edition.
Yes, an eastbound transatlantic.
Ooh.
Westbound transatlantic.
We got off the Disney Fantasy, it'll be 4 weeks tomorrow, which
Nuts.
is mental. It feels like we've been off months.
Yeah.
But we did a westbound transatlantic sailing
Yes.
from Southampton, Southampton, England,
Yes.
to Florida. No. Yes?
Yes, Port Canaveral.
Port Canaveral, Florida. I'm trying to do it like the American way when you have to say the country after the name of the place for some reason.
Okay.
13 nights, sailing across. We are in the midst of releasing our vlogs. We were going to film this a little while ago. We didn't. So
Things in life.
Yeah.
And then we've sat down to do this and we've realised there is a lot to talk about. So this is more than likely going to be part 1.
Potentially.
Of 2.
Yeah, hopefully. So Embarkation Day will be out before this one. If you've seen that, yay! If not, and you just come to this, you can also go back and watch it afterwards. But yeah,
there's lots of videos on our
there will
YouTube.
be videos forever because there's a lot. It's said 13 nights, so Disney cruises are busy and full.
Very.
Normal ones are full, but a transatlantic is
even. You think you're going to relax.
In fairness, to begin with, it was a little bit relaxing, but as soon as you hit those 7 sea days, it's just, there's so much going on.
So much to do.
Yeah.
So let's go and we'll start from the very beginning. So travel day for us was actually very easy.
Yes, normally we have to fly, but this is our first one sailing from Southampton, which is 2 hours away from us.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours. So we were able to get the train.
Yes, we did.
So it was really easy. We hopped on train. We just had to change over at one point, and we were there.
Yeah.
The train station is very central in
It is.
Southampton. We hopped on a taxi from the train station to our hotel, which was the Leonardo. Grand Harbour Hotel.
Which was nice.
It was beautiful. Yeah. It's right on the port.
Yeah, it's really close. You could see, we couldn't on the first day because the Disney Fantasy must be a little bit further up, but the next morning when we went out, she'd moved and we could see from the window. So
but it was
exciting. It
was a gorgeous hotel, really good location. We were also right beside the big shopping centre there.
Yes. So that is our hotel over there.
Yep.
And over here is West Quay, which is the shopping centre that has all the food and things.
If you book any kind of hotel that's near that shopping centre area, you are right down by the port.
Yeah, there's loads of food and things and restaurants. We didn't go to any of them. We just got some snacks for our room. And you can get breakfast.
There's a Marks and Spencer's there. What more do you need?
And there's a fairly fancy restaurant in the hotel by a Michelin star type.
It's Marco Pier White.
Yes, that's the one.
We didn't do that.
We didn't eat there, and they do have breakfast. We didn't eat breakfast there either. We just had pastries and things like that in the room. Yeah,
but it was a lovely hotel. We also had spa facilities as part of it.
Yeah.
They had a pool, they had a steam room, a sauna. They were meant to have a hot tub, but the hot tub was not working.
It was not working, and the pool was really cold. So that wasn't great, but then when we went into the steam room and the sauna afterwards...
That was nice.
That was nice.
That was very nice, but just beautiful, nice little bar.
I did stay there again, and we booked it quite far in advance through booking.com, #sponsor us, and then just kept cancelling and rebooking it, so we ended up getting it for £69 for the night.
Yes.
So that was pretty good.
That's it. It's like you book in and you get those no cancellation fees on it.
Yeah.
It's just and you just keep looking again. It's worked out really well for our wedding because I've now dropped the cost of one of our hotels by $400.
Yeah, it's good.
So it's worthwhile.
So that was travel day.
We also headed to the Dark Arts
cocktail
bar.
Yeah, that was really good.
Quick little shout out to it. It is fabulous.
Yeah, the cocktails are really nice and really fun.
And it gets you really into the Disney mood. Well, it is because...
It's like the Treasure. And that's the Wish, where they have all the themed stuff and everything's got bubbles and smoke and stuff like that.
Fire and everything. It does make you feel like, Disney cocktails. And,
I know, you're like, this one's blue, so I have to order a blue one.
I was like, it's Disney blue, has to be ordered. But yeah, honestly, really easy getting around Southampton. As I said, where we were, very central. book in anywhere that's near that shopping centre, and you have everything that you could possibly need for anything you need to pick up, food options,
there's super
everything.
drugs and things like that for all your toiletries if you don't have them, and that sort of stuff. So
easy breezy.
And then through the hotel, we booked a taxi to the port. So the next day they booked it. They just said what time do you want to arrive. Mm-hmm. They booked everything in advance for us. Did we pay? We just paid the taxi driver, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was it. Was just like a normal then.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went down and they tell you when the taxi's here and you go out.
Yeah, straight out, set fee, and then we got to the port.
Yes. That was very smooth.
Oh my god, it was so smooth.
Yeah.
We were in straight away. Like,
we were also dressed as Captain Mickey and Minnie, and the staff there were loving it because they were all in Florida. Everyone's Floridian, so everyone's enthusiastic and friendly and things like that. You don't always get that here, but the sort of Disney.
I think as well, like a lot of people wear like a lot of stuff. It may not be to the same extent as us, but they'll wear like matching t-shirts and dresses, and everyone has ears.
But the staff at the port were just loving it.
Yeah, but here it was dreary and wet.
That's true, and everyone had November,
and everyone had jackets on, and we were dressed as Mickey and Minnie. But
we did
everyone
stand out a
loved
little
it.
bit, yeah. And there was a WhatsApp chat, and a Facebook page, and things which we weren't really sure about, but everyone was taking pictures of us and then posting it on the little in-ship chat thing, so we became celebrities before we even got on.
So it was just a great way to start off the whole thing. Fun. But we basically straight through security. I think we waited all of 5 minutes in the queue.
If that, they take your stuff, and it gets loaded outside
an X-ray machine.
Yes.
And for like your carry-on things.
Right, yeah.
Through the X-ray machine, but like
was quick.
It's set up more like a full airport. Yeah. So there was I'd say about 15 machines.
It was really efficient.
And
be straight on, and then everyone was super friendly.
Mm-hmm.
They're all excited because they're all Disney people.
So then we get to step on to the beautiful Disney Fantasy herself.
Disney Fantasy Cruise, welcome aboard Port Canaveral. Look at that.
So she had just come out of dry dock.
Yes.
She looked good.
Oh yeah. They've redone every carpet in the ship and things like that. Because when was the Fantasy out? 11? 12? 2012, I think, something like that.
Anyway. I think it could be 2012. I think Dream is 2011.
Yeah,
I think.
So they put down all the new carpets. They redid all the lighting and things. They ripped out so much of the wiring apparently and redid it all, which then also caused some issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be aware, you are coming into a cruise ship that is coming out of dry dock that has been on the side for 5 weeks. You have crew that have just been in empty ships for 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. And they've all been doing 12, 14-hour shifts at random times.
Exactly.
And things like that.
And then...
Which is good and bad because they're super excited to see you.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this is more fun than the rubbish job I was doing, but they're also a bit tired.
But it means that not everything is going to flow properly. They had one small cruise before us.
Yeah,
there was like a little 2-3 night, which I think was maybe open up to cast members.
Yeah, it wasn't for sale.
And then they came into us, and you could tell. So you're getting these cruises at phenomenal rates.
They're so cheap though. What was it? I know we got, because they changed the date and rebooked it, but ours was like £3,000 or something. It was really cheap.
Yeah.
And you're paying that for a 4-night on the Wish.
Yeah. It was incredibly worthwhile value for money, but you need to go into this knowing it's not going to be complete operation usual if they're going in and out.
It's the practice cruise, isn't it? Yeah. So when they turn up, and especially this one was going straight into the Christmas holiday type cruises, so people get on that and they expect it to work. And you get on a Disney cruise, you expect everything to be perfect anyway.
Yeah. So, as we said, there's some operational things, like they kind of weren't flowing as well through like cabanas and stuff. There wasn't as many people kind of directing you through to cabanas and places when you first got on the ship. Like usually you always have someone who's there like at the door and they're like, cabanas that way.
Yeah.
But there wasn't
no
that first day. It was just that we knew where we were going, so we were
fine. I think it's also that most people on these cruises know stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that as well.
There is, but still.
Yeah, true. The biggest issue is the Wi-Fi though.
Yeah. So
or the app.
The app and the internet
No, we never paid for the internet, so we don't know if you paid for it.
Yeah, but this is just the general DCL guest.
The app it just didn't work. It wouldn't load before the ship, and then it wouldn't load when we were on it. You eventually got on. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
and when you did go on, it didn't have any of our personalised things. Didn't have our dining rotation. Didn't have our Port Adventures. There was a load of stuff that wasn't there, and it wouldn't really load. You could see maybe half of the first day, so you'd know what activities were on. But not even that. You can always see that.
Yeah.
And it was basically everyone had this issue.
The line for guest services was crazy.
And then they were like, oh, do you just have to refresh it? And it was like...
No, it was not working for anyone. They were doing all of these things, trying to see if it would work. The amount of people that were there. And I mean, it did not start working until right up until first dining.
Yeah.
So no one knew where they were meant to go.
And they did say, like, if you do a hard refresh of the app, and I did that, and it kicked me out, and I couldn't get back in for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You luckily didn't do that, so you could still see kind of stuff that was happening. But once I got back in, it worked then properly.
Yeah, but they clearly did something.
I think they just fixed it. I don't think it was to do with the reset.
Yeah, no, they definitely fixed it, because come the next day, it was fine. All sorted.
Yeah.
But yeah, and considering they pushed the app so much for everything, it just wasn't happening. And like we saw then things on the Stateroom TV that they were saying different things that you could do. You could add tips on the app now, and you could do this. None of it was on the app, but clearly they're planning to upgrade it.
And when we were in Paolo, we said, oh, these drinks that are on the app, and the server was like, oh, I don't know about those. We haven't released them yet. They're on the app, but we don't have them. So
I wonder if the app was in this in-between programming of them trying to put in the new stuff, not having enough time, and then it just didn't work.
Yeah.
But alongside that, as much as we didn't know where we were going to be going for dinner, they also changed our dining rotation.
Yeah.
We were on the early dining.
They changed it to the late. So by the time we got onto that, we thought, we've really missed dinner.
Yeah. We didn't
know where we're meant to go. Which it didn't matter too much, because we don't mind that.
No, we skipped it anyway. So it was what it was. But yeah, there was other things like the hot tubs weren't all working and in service. A lot of people were really annoyed about that.
Yeah, the deck, one of the pools up at the top
satellite,
deck.
The Satellite Falls area, that wasn't ever open.
The hot tubs did work later on.
Yeah, but it was much further in.
Yeah, and then on Pirate Night, when they were doing the show, like, the sound was all off, and you couldn't really hear what they were saying half the time.
No.
Is there anyone out there ready to celebrate a pirate's life?
Hey, is this where the pirate gathering be taking place? Me mateys and I are looking for a place to splice the main break.
Alright, this be the place. I'm Handsome Hugo, your host, for this celebration of turpitude.
There was clear the sail away party got sort of rained off, but not really. They did a bit, they stopped, but then they sort of started again, and the characters were like, oh, which song is it on? It wasn't.
Yeah, then restart it.
They put in a load of new lighting, I think, on deck, because I remember Izzy saying that they've got all their new bright lights, but then they didn't quite work with everything.
Yeah.
But these are the things. You just accept that as part of I'm going into a cruise it might not work. Oh, the magic carpet thing stopped working in Aladdin as well.
Oh, yeah.
So not the show we were in. We were going to go to the next show, but one of them stopped. And then when we went to see Frozen, the floor didn't rise up, and they paused everything. Yeah. And then they managed to get it back up again. And
the issue was with Aladdin, they ended up completely cancelling the shows.
Yeah, everyone had to leave.
And then they redid it another night. So then when everyone was sat there and when everyone was ready for Frozen and the floor wasn't coming back up, and we're like, this can't happen again.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was a lot of teething problems.
Yeah.
But
that's fine.
Yeah, I think so long as you go into it not expecting it to be perfect and going, I've gotten this cruise for a really good price. I'm on here for ages. They're putting on so many activities for us. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Other people were not feeling as fine
Some
about
people
that.
weren't as happy about it, but majority were fine. Majority of people were veteran cruisers, and they kind of accept it. And also, they've done that sort of thing before, and it's, if you miss it, you miss it, because we've probably done this.
Yeah.
This is our 20th cruise, so,
Yeah, there was a lot of pearls. So, leading on from that, our room was different.
Our room was different.
Our room was different. If you watch us, you know we are an ocean view family.
This is an ocean view family. When we booked an ocean view, and then it got cancelled, and we got 20% off.
It didn't.
No, it didn't cancel. It got changed.
It got moved. The dry dock schedule ended up pushing them back 2 weeks.
2 weeks or 4 weeks, something like that.
It was 2 or 3 weeks. So what they did was basically they cancelled everyone's reservations. They got in contact and they went, you now have a 20% off voucher to use on any cruise.
Yeah.
But because of that, we then also got our placeholder returned back to us.
Off.
So we got the 20% off, and then we got a further 10% off of that, which meant that we could bump up room categories.
Yeah, we went up. We were humming and hooing about
concierge,
because that would have been nice. But actually, now thinking about it, there was so much on that I think at any point, if you book concierge, you have to accept you're not
doing
going to
concierge.
I'm doing concierge this cruise. I'm not doing all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Because maybe don't do it on the first cruise. Maybe do it on your third transatlantic. I don't know. But so I'm actually glad we didn't do that. But we booked the veranda, which is the first time we've had that.
Yes. So I think we had the deluxe family veranda.
Because we wanted to get the same
bigger one.
We wanted the same room we had on our first ever cruise on the Fantasy, which was like the bigger room.
The secret one bed. Well, it's not.
No,
it's the
deck 5's got the one bedroom.
The deck 5's got the one bedroom, and then you go up to deck 6,
got the big open room.
and it's just got the big open room.
Somehow we managed to book on our first ever cruise.
Yeah.
Anyway, that went instantly, so we thought let's just bump up and get the veranda one.
The room was huge. It was definitely what was needed, I think, for such a long cruise.
There was
and
loads
that was just
of
for the
storage
two of
and
us.
everything as well. I think if you had more people,
it may have been a bit more of a squeeze.
Yeah.
But
if you don't take as many outfits...
I was going to say, this is from us who had outfits for everything, brought in a lot of cases. If you were just going and packing more reasonably, you'd probably be fine.
Stuff, you'd be fine.
Yeah. But we did make use of the veranda. Very much enjoyed it.
The beginning part of the cruise, I enjoyed it the most.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, yes, it was a little bit cooler outside, but they made it so hot on the ship.
Yeah.
And maybe it was just because the differential between them, but everywhere was roasting. And the aircon wouldn't cool the room down, but you could open the door.
Yeah.
So we'd have the door open. It was probably, I don't know, when we left Southampton, 12 or something, and that was lovely to let that in.
Yeah.
And then when we went to La Coruña as well, it was nice to have it open because it was sort of early 20s, late teens in the evening. I don't know if I'm describing that. Late teens is an age. High
teens.
Low 20s.
Celsius. High teens Celsius.
So that was really nice to have it open and sit out and just be like, this is really pleasant.
Yeah, just have that nice air and it was lovely.
Yeah, once we started going across the Atlantic, it got much warmer and it was kind of high 20s with the sun shining in.
Once I also started going, okay, we don't have to go to every single trivia. We can wait on things, and then we would actually sit out and we would have some wine and we would get room service, the little
we got the little cheese things.
The little cheese plate,
and
that was just lovely.
That was lovely, and we got premium bars, and you're like, let's take pictures of it, but it was so hot they were just melting.
Yeah,
and the chocolate was dropping everywhere.
I did get those pictures though. It was fine. But it was lovely.
We got breakfast. We got on Castaway Cay Day. We got breakfast delivered. Did we get it on La Coruña Day as well? Maybe we definitely sat out and had breakfast in Castaway Cay, and it was really, really nice, being low 20s in the shade. And then the ship turned, and we had the sun directly on us, and it was horrible. Yeah. And we're like, no, we have to get out of this because it's so hot.
I think for us, probably doing a veranda on Caribbean cruises, 1, because of the length of the cruises, and 2, because of the heat, we probably wouldn't use it enough.
I wouldn't. I don't think it's worth it on a Caribbean cruise.
But on this, it was lovely.
A cooler environment, and one where you've got time to sit out in the evening. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's one of those, again, anything you do on a Disney cruise, you have to give up something for.
Yeah.
There's never how can we fill this gap? It's always, I have to not do something to be able to do something else.
And it could be that you're the kind of family that enjoys just chilling out in your room and things. Everyone has different vacations. We obviously are very much get up, go, don't want to miss anything, because if we miss out on that fun, someone else is taking it from us. But for others, that fun could be them just chilling out.
But that's if you go, say you go to the parks, then you go, I want to ride Splash Mountain, obviously, RIP Splash Mountain. And it's open all day.
I can't believe you just did that.
Tiana's is not nearly as good. I've only ridden it once, but Splash Mountain was way better.
Okay, tangent.
Anyway, so that's open all day. So you can go all day. On a cruise, you've got one chance to do something.
Yeah.
And if you miss that, you've missed it. So it's a bit more of a, we've got to do this, we've got to do this, we've got to do this.
For us, anyway.
Yeah. You could just miss things. It's up to you.
So I said, everyone vacations differently. But yeah, for this type of cruise, for us, very much enjoyed it. I think if I was doing a transatlantic again, I would probably look at splurging for it. I think so. For anything else, it would need to be longer cruises for us. I'm not going to do a 3, I'm not going to do a 4, I'm not going to do a 5-night. 7, even at that, might be a push. I just don't feel like we would get enough use and value out of it. But as I said, it could be completely different for your family. But that's just our thoughts.
Yep.
Food!
Food's a big thing.
Oh my goodness, food. Well, we were so ready for food.
Oh, yeah. Because we're getting married in April.
Yeah.
Then there's been some dieting happening. And this was a little break. A little 2-week break in the old diets. And it was well used.
Oh, yes. Transatlantic, you are going to get some different menus. We had a frozen menu. We had a transatlantic European menu. We had some additional kind of enchanted garden menus. It was really nice. It was really nice to see something different.
Yes, yeah. I mean, they have the same menus on the Dream.
Yeah. And
there's sort of a standard 7-night, which we've did done on the Fancy 4, and then we did a back-to-back on the Dream. So we've seen some of these menus a few times. Yeah. And some of the food's alright, some of it's not as good.
I think overall the food quality in the main dining restaurants was very good.
It was very good, and it's better than the 2 times, much better than the first time we were on the Fancy, and better than when we were on the Dream.
Yeah. And what was also lovely was, this is where we can truly say we experienced it.
Yeah.
Where people go, you go on these cruises and you become best friends with your servers, and they give you all of this really high quality service. It's never that we haven't had good service, / some of them we've had very good service.
We've had very good, and we've had some that are not as good.
But this time round, we had the perfect server for us. We had Ronald from India, and he was fabulous.
Ronald was amazing. The assistant server was he was there, he wasn't as good, and
Ronald was running the show.
Ronald would then serve the drinks and things as well, because he'd be like, you haven't got any drinks, I'll come and sort that out.
But he was on top of it. He was just like, we were there. Anytime we saw him and he was on the deck, like doing
speak to us
the deck food, he was smiling. He was like, I'll sort you out, don't worry. But as soon as he knew how we liked our dinner service to run,
it was brilliant.
And what we kind of didn't like, he was on it, and he was like, I've got you. He's like, you don't worry about this menu, I'll sort you out.
Yeah. We would turn up and he would just put down all the appetizers.
Yeah. So we didn't order anything. And he just appeared with every single appetizer. Yeah.
And then he'd be like, these ones are really good. And he's like, you have to get these 3 mains. If you want something else, let me know. And then desserts, he would just turn
get
up.
Everything. You know how we just said that we weren't going to order anything? Ronald had other ideas.
It would either be everything, or he'd just come with the ones he thought was the best. And he's like, you don't need to try that, it's not that good.
Yeah, he was just bang on it. He knew that we were happy to try things.
Yeah.
And he was just great. Once he knew that, I think he got really excited.
And there was one night there was a curry, and we got it, and we were like, yeah, it's a bit bland. And he was like, yeah, it's not as good. And the head server said, we'll sort you out, we'll get you one for tomorrow. And then...
So they made us a curry.
Yeah.
And we had it, and we were both still like, it could still be spicy. And they're like, yeah, but we have to make it so that all the guests will enjoy. And we're like,
but it was an off-menu curry that they cooked for a couple other guests as well.
It was just great. And it was, to be fair, there was one menu that Ronald came along, he was like, you just pick yourselves, because he's like, I don't know this menu as well as I know the other ones. But he's like, the 2 you've got coming up, this is what you need to eat.
Yeah. And we didn't go the first night because we had room service, but we didn't know we were meant to be. The next night we had Paolo. We also had a Remy, which is another story. We need to still film the review for that. That was excellent. And then a couple of other nights we didn't go because 13 nights is quite a long time to be going for a 3-course, 4-course with multiple things and then sitting down, and it takes time and it's a bit of an effort. And
the only thing we'd be like was just like, oh God, I'd love the refills of Coke right now.
It's a good time to rehydrate because it's warm.
But otherwise we're like, oh, it's too hot in there.
And also you've got your 2 or sometimes 3 drinks because you've got your Coke, or wherever, you've got your water, and then sometimes you get like the cocktail that goes with it.
Mammoth Club. 1 to hydrate, 1 to caffeinate, and 1 to enjoy.
Yeah, we had that with a few meals.
So it was great.
It was good though. And so you're ended up drinking litres and litres at dinner, and that just sorts you out from the day.
Oh, absolutely. But outside of main dining, as you said, very much enjoyed. If you're on the Fantasy anytime soon, ask for Ronald.
He goes between the Dream and the Fantasy, so we will always be recommending him.
Absolutely.
Or asking for him. No,
yes, for
so
sure.
Good. And funnily enough, sorry, we were telling someone else that we've got the Wonder booked. Spoiler. And
I was like,
And they were like, oh, this is the server you want. Here's a picture of him. Take this down. Request him. He's the best server on the... He trains everyone else on the Wonder. Yeah, so...
It's funny. Make friends with all these people. Right, so outside of main dining.
Yeah.
Food otherwise.
They just opened up a new one, hadn't they, on deck?
Yes, we had Ramon's Cantina rather than Donald's Cantina. And
really good.
It is very good. You are getting the same. You are getting taco bowls, and you are getting fajitas. You do not get burritos.
You don't get burritos. Yeah. Do you get fajitas, or is it just
no,
tacos
it's
and taco bowls? So on the Dream, on the Wish,
but they're like
and the
they're
Treasure,
it's because they're soft tacos.
Yeah,
that's why I thought fajitas.
You get the burritos as well, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think there's definitely a lot more choices of spicy sauces and things like that. And there's more salsas, and there's a little bit more on the Wish and the Treasure. But for this, it's a huge step up from some of the other food.
Absolutely. Having said that, though, the burgers at the grill were good.
We had one that was a bit cold, wasn't as good, and then we had other ones which were
and
really
they
good.
were bang on.
Yeah, and you're always like, chippy chips, please.
Chippy chips, please. I want just salty chippy chips.
You're just like, can I have something, but like 3 or 4 portions of chips on here?
Yeah, pretty much. But the chicken tenders are not the American chicken tenders.
No.
So these are the European ones rather than the American ones. Feelings?
They're terrible. Well, did we ever have... We did have them on deck again, didn't we? So the ones you get at Cabanas were pretty terrible.
They're just like breaded chicken, like that you
chicken.
get
It's like
here.
Frozen chicken nuggets, reconstituted chicken with breaded stuff around it. It's pretty awful.
Yeah, they are not they're not the chicken tenders that you get on a Disney Cruise Line ship in the States. But
they're actual chicken as well.
But we did order it off of the main, off of the room service menu. And they were the American ones.
The battered type ones.
So whether they're just keeping them aside.
Keep them hidden.
Or they were starting to bring, I don't know, but that's how we got them. But we did not in Cabanas and we did not at the quick service section. So be aware.
But
you will be disappointed.
If you're disappointed, but you might be not disappointed with room service. If for a European cruise. Because I think they've done that before, haven't they, where people complain about the little tendies.
Unfortunately, it's a case of they're in Europe, that's what they get for stock.
Yeah,
it is what it
fly
is.
Them over.
You also, because of that, aren't getting all of the nice soft drinks.
Oh, yeah.
So they
hardly had anything to begin with. So it was just, I think, I just watched it. Sprite, Zero, and Coke was the only 2 options at Cabanas when we went on. And then water. Yeah. And it got better
as we were getting closer to the States. But
they were all the European type ones.
So they weren't the full sugar ones.
If you know, I know a lot because I can't stand aspartame and sweeteners are just... I have a childish reaction to them. But the American drinks, because they're just sugar, they're amazing. And you shouldn't have them all the time, but they taste really good.
Yeah.
And we didn't have that. Apart from Coke, Coke's the only one you get. The rest of them, the Fantas, the Sprites, they all had sweeteners in them. So they're all the European type ones.
But they then ended up running out of things as well. as we were going across the voyage. So like there was one point where we could get ginger ale in the main dining, but then I couldn't get ginger ale at the end of the cruise in main dining. We were at Paolo for brunch, and I ordered the Zabaglione, and they were like, "Oh, we've run out of strawberries," but somehow I had strawberries. It's like he must have found them, but. Yeah, they ran out of strawberries. People were mentioning that they were running out of certain fruits at the breakfast for cabanas.
It's a long time to be on sea. It is. And also we missed.
But there's a lot of people on these ships that have big appetites.
So we're jumping ahead to the ports, but we missed one of the ports. So they had to rearrange a food shipment that you would have then expected to get from the one you had planned. So. It's kind of one of those things. If you're at sea for a long time, you expect to run out of stuff.
Exactly.
I wouldn't, I'm just out while you're there for a long time.
Yeah. And then it was like the beers in
they weren't there,
the bars were all standard European beers.
They were all European beers.
Yeah.
Which some of them are good, some of them are not good, but they were all higher priced because of that.
Yeah.
So normally, there wasn't any. I don't know if they're taking away happy hours.
Yeah, there was no happy hours on this.
No.
I think with the introduction of the Wish class ships, they have gotten rid of happy hours.
They have all the other cruises apart from the Wish ones have had happy hours.
Yeah, but I think they've
just got rid of it completely.
Now.
Anyway, but normally you get a beer for $7 or something. The cheapest one we could get was $12.50.
Yeah.
Which then it becomes if it's $7, it's only a little bit more than the drink of the day, and normally a beer is more alcoholic. We'll get onto that one later. But if it's $12.50, you're like, well, I'll just get 2 drinks of the day then, won't I?
Exactly. And then also it's like when you're on the American sailings and you had like a Powder Monkey.
Oh, yeah.
You had the 687 that's exclusive to the Dream.
Ones.
You have specific
Powder Monkey's good, actually.
ones.
The best one they had, because a lot of them are lagers and things, and European lagers, which is like, they're okay. But I'd rather get a IPA or a Pale Ale or something, and they had the same as what we get like in the restaurant across the road.
Yeah.
So
bit let down there.
It was fine though, because we ended up having a very good time with Drink of the Day.
Oh, we did.
And she was like, let me know if you need any more Coke in that. So she brought us a can of Coke.
The other thing in regards to food, briefly just mentioned, but the transatlantic cruises are definitely the times to do Paolo dinners and to do Remy dinners.
Well, you've got a lot more time as well.
You've got so much more time. You don't have to be worried about things. You will generally have some evenings where there isn't like a Disney Cruise Line show on. So if you're ever wanting to do Paolo or Remy, I say Paolo or Remy because it was the fantasy. The Dream is what's going next year. 2027, the rumour is Wish, so that could be on Shantae. But if you're ever considering it, I think that's the time to do it.
It's a long experience, which is fine.
Oh, it was exceptional.
Oh, the Remy was excellent. We had Paolo the second night.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't that bad actually, the waves, but some people were struggling. Yeah. So there was a lot of cancellations.
Yeah.
And then we enjoyed ourselves so much. And had
we could book it again.
We had a bottle of champagne or Prosecco, and we had a quite strong drink at Meridian Bar, which didn't taste strong, but it was. Anyway, so we finished up with that, and then it's like, I want to go again.
Yes, and you could.
We did, and then we ended up cancelling because
you can only book one ahead of being on the ship.
Yeah.
But if they have reservations available, you can go and ask, and you can book another.
Yeah.
You're probably not going to get brunch twice.
Brunch was sold out, and even when we were like, can we move our brunch at all? They were like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Brunch is still busy. The only time that brunch was available was the last day of the cruise, where we had a special change in our itinerary.
Exactly. Which leads us into port stops.
Port stops! Yay! There's a few notes here, if you notice we're looking at them. Because normally we just go blah, 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 blah. And we're going to try not to do that this time.
Try. So... we were set to have 3 port stops.
And we ended up having 3 port stops.
We ended up having 3 port stops. But it wasn't all the port stops that we were originally scheduled for.
No.
So, again, take this as you should for any cruise. You are not guaranteed to go to all of your port stops.
No, we missed one we didn't get onto Kathleen Island.
Exactly.
Apart from that, we've been on everything.
Weather changes things.
You're a boat. Things change on a boat.
Exactly. So be prepared.
Yeah.
We were set to go to La Coruña in Spain, Vigo in Spain, and Madeira, Funchal, Portugal. That was going to be it, and then we had all sea days.
7 sea days.
The rest of it.
Yeah.
We did get to La Coruña.
We did. It was very nice.
It was lovely. We booked on for a tapas and walking tour.
Yeah, it was good.
It was expensive.
It was quite expensive.
But I think it was definitely the right call for us because then we got a bit more familiar with the city, and because of what happened, that worked to our advantage.
Yeah.
But we went round, we had a whole tour of everything.
Walking tour, saw a lot of stuff.
It's
a nice place.
She went through a lot of like the churches and all of the history. We then went to 2 very nice tapas.
Yeah, we did.
The first one, oh my god.
The first one was really good.
Oh, the tortilla was amazing.
Yeah, and I think she said it's not like a commercial one. They just opened up for the tours.
Yeah, and it was so worth it.
Yeah, it was nice.
But it was lovely. The food was absolutely fantastic. You got decent pours of wine.
Yeah.
I felt
there was wine, there was cured meats and cheeses and tortilla, fried chilies, prawns. Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
Very good. So that was our lovely day. We then went back to the ship. There had been mumblings apparently through our tour because the tour guide was saying, yeah, you're not leaving. And we're like, what are you on about?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you're not going to be leaving. They're asking me if I can do more tours tomorrow. And we're like, what's going on? So we got back onto the ship. And dear old Captain Wesley came on.
Captain Wesley was amazing.
Proceeded to tell us that there was 13-foot waves?
We got a message from the captain.
Yep. So it goes, dear guests, due to the predicted weather at sea and conditions for the Port of Vigo, tomorrow's call to Vigo has been cancelled. Knew that. The forecast shows the wind is said to be westerly at a sustained 50 knots, gusting to 60 knots, which is storm force 10 to violent storm force 11 on the Beaufort scale.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
And the sea state is forecast to be very rough with 7-meter waves and swell.
Oh, yeah.
Furthermore, the port forecast for Vigo tomorrow morning shows winds of up to 40 knots or storm force 8, which is out with the Disney Fantasy's berthing capabilities. With this in mind, we will remain in La Coruña until 4 p.m. all aboard tomorrow afternoon. Gangway will remain available during our stay in port. Yep, I'm thankful that we're not going there.
It'd be a rough night.
Yeah, so they're like, 1, it's going to be rough. They're like, 2, if we manage to get to Vigo, we may not get out of Vigo.
He said we wouldn't get in because there were 7-meter waves at the port and outside.
But he also said if we get in, we're not getting out.
Yeah, and cruise director Jimmy said that if we hadn't left the day we did, we wouldn't have left Southampton because they stopped people leaving.
Yeah.
But we just had that hurricane hit Jamaica. Yeah. And that was like the remnants of it coming across. Yeah. So we were quite lucky.
We were also going in November.
Yeah.
Everything had been pushed back. We were set to be sailing the end of October.
We sailed the 2nd of November.
Yeah. So we were pushed back. We were meant to kind of be...
It was 2 weeks because we were meant to get there the day after Halloween, weren't we? So it was 2 weeks back, yeah.
Yeah. So because that did have an impact. So out of that, we then stayed in La Coruña for the night.
Yeah, which meant that you could go on and off as much as you wanted until 4:45, something like that, I don't know.
Yeah,
the next day. So basically, it meant that all the crew could then go off and have a good time.
We heard them.
Good old Damien.
We were docked. We were on the side
we were lucky
that was on port.
Yeah. It meant that we saw everything getting dark, and we sat there and had some wine and things as well, and it was lovely. And
then we came in after the evening's entertainment, and then we were going to bed, and then we just heard...
Yeah, I had the door open to cool the room down a bit as well. Yeah.
And it was... Some
of the
lovely crew members heading out for the night.
For a night out. I think it was, I can't remember the stat, but it was like most of the crew left the boat that night if they could.
And to be fair, it was kind of like, oh,
that was really nice.
We could go. I was a bit like, oh, you could go out and you could
it's an
do a wild one and do a bit of clubbing or something.
I know,
because it would be the only time we'd ever do it in our lives.
You could have gone. It would have been quite good actually. Go out and just go to a few different bars and have a few drinks. But
we were tired.
Yeah, we were real tired.
So we went to bed. But because we had the walking tour the day before, when we woke up, we were kind of able to navigate and go around things. The internet wasn't great because I was trying to use it, like just my normal like data. It wasn't very good, so I wasn't really able to use it very much.
The map didn't work for some reason.
Yeah, so we kind of went more so off of what we could remember.
But it's not that big a place, and it's it's like a grid system basically. Yeah,
it's really safe.
That's
really
one of the
nice
nice things.
around.
All the places we've been to, not all the places, but a lot of the places in the Caribbean are a bit like, don't leave the port area.
Yeah. Jamaica very much tells you that.
But
this was nice.
Yeah, European places are different. But it was good.
Yeah, so
we went off, had a wander about.
We got some pastries.
Got some pastries, chilled out, looked in the shops. Yeah, it was nice.
We got some wine, got some Galician wine.
Yeah, we stocked up because every time you go back on, you can take 4 bottles. But they weren't actually checking.
No.
So you could have done what you wanted. Anyway, so we did on both days. We took on bottles, and then that had us set for...
Yeah.
Well, we got some more in Madeira as well.
Yeah.
And then we were set for the next 7 days at sea. So save a bit of money on buying drinks.
No, you don't have happy hours.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so that was La Coruña. Then because of that, we had...
we missed
So we were a day at sea.
And then we were at Madeira.
And then we were at Madeira.
Madeira is lovely.
It is stunning.
And apparently there's a lot of people retiring there, and I can see why.
I understand. She went and she's like, I live down there. She's like, I can't afford here because this is all Germans that have bought.
We had a little tour there as well, which was
houses.
Half the price of the one on La Coruña. The bus tour went round, and we stop for food as well, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
If we figure it out as to what one it is, Editing Bob will put up the number.
Oh, right.
Because it was so good.
Yeah, it was like quite cheap, and it was really good.
We
went
very
all the
cheap,
sites.
so
the food
good,
was really good, and we had Portuguese Joanna Lumley giving us a tour.
Yes.
Sugarcane from Sicily, and then everything from Brazil. We brought so much stuff from Brazil. Come on. It was Pedro Cabral who has discovered Brazil.
She was so lovely.
She was like, yeah. And then she kept going, I like to drink this with this, and I drink that, and I like to get this food. And then
one of them was asking her about wines, and where we'd stopped for the food that was included, there was a supermarket just across the road. So she's like, come with me, I'll take you. So there she is at the back and going, I recommend this. If you want that, go for that, go for that.
Just getting everyone, telling them what wine to buy.
She was like, this is one of my favourites. So we're like, we'll have that, thank you.
Yeah, we just picked all her favourites.
Yeah.
They were good, most of them.
They were very good.
The wine in that, and from La Coruña, is all a saltier wine. Yeah. Which we not really had before, but it was very good.
So good. I need to see if I can get it from somewhere, because I really enjoyed that wine.
So we have to maybe look to get wine from places that are by the sea, because, it's really good.
Very good. But they dropped us around to loads of different spots. You had a bit of time. We went and we saw the Christ statue. Yeah. And while there was a little cafe. We got the Portuguese custard tarts. Yeah. Then we moved on to
the little village where we had some puncha.
Yeah. Little sea village. It was really well done. You had enough time to explore and get some drinks, get some food. It was fantastic.
Yeah. She was like, you got 45 minutes. And I thought, that's quite long for a little stop. But actually, to wander around and get a drink and get this, and then, have a whatever. Yeah, it was good.
It was bang on.
It's done really well.
So well done. And she was just so lovely. And then that was Madeira.
Madeira is really nice. And by that point, it was warm. So it was kind of mid-high 20s. Yeah. In La Coruña, it rained the first day just before we got off. Heavy rain, and then it stopped.
And then it was sort
of drizzly and overcast and low 20s. So it wasn't cold or anything, but it was, be aware of that. But then as soon as you get to Madeira, it was then warm.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Every day was then sort of mid-high 20s sunshine.
So then we were on our way. We were just going to do all of our sea days.
7 sea days.
And then something magical happened.
Captain Wesley.
Captain Wesley.
New? It wasn't his first cruise, was it? Or it might have been.
I don't think it was his first Disney cruise. It couldn't have been.
He said he was just starting.
Yeah.
He'd just come over from another company he wasn't going to mention, but it was an anagram of O&P.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's so much better working for Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Plus they pay a lot more, which he made a joke about.
Yes.
But he just, he said, you can just go and say, I've got this idea, it'll make it way better for the guests. And assure staff were like, you do that. That's going to be way better for staff.
Yeah.
For all the guests and everything.
Yeah. So basically, there was an announcement over the intercom, and he just went, I need all guests' attention. And it was kind of a...
It sounded bad as well.
It sounded really bad.
Because we were knocking about, and Chip and Dale were being silly, and they got told off. They had to be quiet.
Yeah, like the character hunters were a bit like, stop.
Yeah.
Once again, can I have your attention? Now, my sincere apologies for the interruption and for broadcasting through your statement.
Oh my goodness.
But as I do have a very important announcement to make.
It was just crazy. But we were then told we were going to make a new stop at Castaway Cay.
I know. Oh, and
the entire
energy.
ship went nuts.
Yeah.
The excitement.
The energy in the room was mental, and where we were in the little bit beside the shops.
Yeah.
And everyone was jumping up and down and celebrating, and then apparently in the atrium it would mental as well.
Everyone went crazy.
Yeah.
It was honestly just the best bit
everyone
of pixie dust.
Yeah, everyone came together at that point.
It was
really
like,
excited.
I think 2 days before the last day? It was quite close.
Yeah, we were in the middle of the sea somewhere.
Yeah, and it was...
The Destiny was meant to go for Sea Day on their sea trials, and they decided not to. And Wesley was like, well, no one's there that day. Hang on a minute.
And he's like, because of all the improvements that have been made to Fantasy, we can go fast.
The max speed before dry dock was 18 knots or something, and then when they went for sea trials, it got to 75. 75, that's insane. 25.
Yeah.
I think that was the numbers he said. In and around that anyway. So it was quite a large increase in speed. Plus the sea was like glass the whole way across. Yeah. As soon as we left Madeira, it was just, you barely noticed the ship was moving the whole way.
Oh, it was just fantastic.
Oh yeah, Castaway Cay was wonderful. And just to have that added on was perfect.
Yeah, and it was really good for us because it actually forced us to relax. We were so exhausted.
Sea days are so hard.
Yeah.
They're so hard.
And because of that, they kind of had to move things around because we were now dropping a sea day. So things they had scheduled for then had to get changed.
Yeah.
But...
because we were meeting friends and things as well, we ended up staying up late, and so we were up to like 1, 2 in the morning, and then trying to get up for 9 was like, oh, it's so early.
And we just went out onto the beach and we just lay back and absorbed all that sun in that we needed.
And Castaway Cay in November is just spectacular. Again, it was mid-20s,
bang on,
sea breeze. We're under a palm tree, the shade of the palm tree with the sea breeze coming through, and it was warm.
Yeah. And because of when we went, it was all decorated for Christmas.
It was, yeah. So they just got all the Christmas stuff.
We had the Christmas tree there. We had the snowman.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just, and they were playing Christmas music.
It was island vibes Christmas music.
It was great. It was I love it.
Yeah.
That's definitely It was there was a lot of. But if you had this on Christmas Day, how great would that be?
Yeah, that would be nice. It's expensive for an obvious reason.
Yeah.
But it would be good to go there on Christmas Day.
It would. It's just pushing for those maritime cruises that I want so badly, even more.
But we did, when we were leaving, they were transporting the ship to a maritime.
Yes.
And because when we went off, there'd been all the issues with the American government, etc., etc. So getting off took ages.
Yeah,
so everyone was
we were about 2 hours waiting.
Oh, at least. We should have got for 8 and we didn't get the bus until like 11:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it did mean we got to watch them put the Christmas tree up.
Yes, we did get to see all of the Christmas tree go up. They had to basically disembark the entire crew and they had to go through immigration checks. So they were doing that and they were doing us and there was delays getting everything sorted and across, and it was a Sunday apparently, so they didn't have enough staff on. But because of that, lots of people missed their flights.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh. We were quite lucky because our flight was sort of 6, and by the time we got to the airport, it was like 1 or something.
Gone 1, yeah.
So it was fine.
So we
but
were
I did hear someone say the Christmas tree staff were putting out, were meant to get on at 5 and they didn't get on until 8 or something.
No, they weren't allowed on.
They wouldn't let them on, yeah.
Yeah. So be prepared for that with the Transatlantic.
For us, that was fine.
It was fine for us, but if you were in the States, you're going home, maybe book that later flight. Just give yourself some wiggle room. If you're going out of MCO, realistically, it's not the worst airport to be in.
No.
Miami's way worse.
Yeah. We're not huge fans of Miami Airport, but it's because, immigration takes like 3 hours to get through.
But, yeah, so just be prepared for that.
Anyway, but Castaway was lovely, all Christmassy, and just the perfect ending to such a lovely cruise. To have a day where you go, okay, now I'll just chill out and relax, and then have a little swim, and then get a drink, and then chill out again, and it was good. Oh,
it was just fantastic. We have been talking for quite a while now.
Yeah, exactly. You were going to mention merch.
I was, but I feel like maybe we should move that on to the next one.
Oh, okay, we could do that. We have also done a merch haul, so
yes,
you can go and see what you did buy. And then, okay, so we'll call it there.
So this is the end of part 1 of overall review, kind of recap, all those kind of things in regards to our westbound transatlantic. A part 2 is coming, and it's primarily going to be about just the things that you can get on the transatlantic, all the special things that are available, and it is a lot of
there's
stuff.
A lot of different things that they put on because you're on for so long.
Yeah.
And normally a cruise is busy and it's full, but this is even more so. Anyway, it was fantastic. We loved it. We had a great time.
Yeah.
We would love to do it again. We will at some point in our lives, definitely.
Definitely.
Okay. But then that's, if you've got to this point, well done. That's a long chat.
It's a very long chat. Now you can see why I was like, maybe we leave it here.
And there's going to be an even longer chat coming probably with all the things that they put on. So
yeah. So he's hoping you enjoy.
Until then, keep on cruising.
No. I'm not cruising right now.
But we will cruise. We've got one booked in 100 and something days.
Yeah, and if you watched all of this, you'll also have heard of another one that's booked.
He. He
never keep his mouth shut on them.
Well, but it was about, it fitted in, okay? It made sense.
You just get excited and you just want everyone to know that we're doing all these fun things.
Well, I enjoy myself. All right, we'll leave it there.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Toodaloo.
Bye.